What's up, gang? Hey man, this video gonna be a little bit different. I'm about to break down a video where Lovia / Candace, I think she's trying to be a podcaster now, she rage quits on the whatever podcast. So I'm gonna break down exactly why she rage quit, and then I'm gonna give you my 2 cents, and I'm just gonna be brutally honest. So make sure you watch this video to the very end. Ton of gold nuggets, and I really want to stress the importance of why guys should never take a whore serious. The most that a whore can be is a fucking rotation chick, nothing more. So with that being said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's jump in. I know I already made a video about this chick in the past. You know what I mean? This girl, XP star, Lovia. I guess that's how you say her name, but now she's going by Candace, and her new last name by her husband. So I'm not really picking on this chick. You know what I mean? I think she's, you know, she has a unique face, but I think she's a very attractive woman. You know what I mean? But you know, the reason, you know, that I'm making these videos, another video about this chick, is because she's making her rounds around social media. You know, now she wants to be a podcaster. You know, in the past she wanted to be a whore. You know what I mean? She wanted to be a P-star, but now she wants to be a podcaster, and she's jumping on some pretty intense podcasts where people are gonna call her out for her past. You know what I mean? Like, this is the life. This is what happens to you when you want to be an ex-P-star, and then you want to, you know, be in front of the public, you know, with your thoughts, and, you know, you want to try to debate, you want to try to jump up here with the big dogs. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up playing this clip all the way through, because there's like an important part that happened. She ends up rage quitting. She ends up, you know, basically walking off set. But I really want you guys out there, before you guys try to wife a XP star or a 304 or a whore or anything like that, I really want you to really watch this clip. I'm gonna play it just straight through, and then I'm gonna break down my 2 cents. So let's watch it real quick.
No, for me it would be the constant interruption, and then also the tone. Like, there's tone is absolutely respectful or disrespectful. And you call me, I don't know why that's amusing, but I wouldn't want anyone talking to my kid that way, or like anyone that I cared about that way. I think you should.
Your tone has been super condescending. I just don't comment on it.
I don't think that's true at all.
Yeah, I know you don't think that, but you see these subjective metrics of tone. Give me something I said. Did I call you a whore? Did I call you a slut? Did I call you a skag? Did I say you're fucking horrible?
Do you think
I didn't say, hang on, I didn't say any of these things. Instead, I simply challenged the things that you view as being true and gave you challenges to them. What did I actually say to you, though, that was insulting?
You can be, and I said disrespectful and not insulting, and you can be disrespectful without blatantly calling someone a whore. If that's like your only metric, then of course you're not going to think that you're being disrespectful.
So then would you say in the future I should just go ahead and call women whores?
No, I certainly don't.
Hang on, since I will instead be attacked as being disrespectful regardless.
No, I'm giving you my experience with you, and I feel that a lot of people would have my opinion, and I know a lot of people are going to have yours. I'm telling you that I feel that this conversation has been very disrespectful with you.
I feel that you have been extraordinarily disrespectful. Your tone, from now on, when you talk to me, I need you to use a sing-song voice, the singiest, songiest voice you can possibly think of, because otherwise I feel disrespected. Now, I can't give you any particular words that you've said, any particular phrases, any particular insults, because none of that matters. What matters is that inside of my brain, I perceive your non-sing-song voice as being fucking disrespectful.
So that's how you, that's okay? You would be okay with someone talking to your wife that way? No. Would you be okay with someone talking to your wife that way? Or a man talking to your wife that way? Right now.
Wait, get Rachel.
There's no way.
Rachel cameo? You want to talk to the wife?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I'll bring her down.
Oh, bring her down. All right. Really quick. Just say hi for just a second.
I would love for you to talk to me that way in front of my man. I would love it.
She's already bringing the...
Yeah, I would say it in front of your man. He wouldn't do shit.
Yeah, oh, please.
Oh, my...
Please. Let's test it. Please.
Where's my sing-song voice? Give me my sing-song voice.
Oh, my goodness.
Where's my sing-song voice?
You make a great Roman emperor.
Rachel, are you in chat? Yo, Rachel, are you in chat?
No, it's midnight. I'm heading out.
We're almost done. Wait.
No, sir.
Wait. We're almost done. Oh,
And she quit. She walked off, right? So there was a lot to unfold on that clip, right? So the first thing is she felt like she was disrespected because of his tone, right? So not necessarily he said something disrespectful, his tone. She didn't like the way that his tone sounded when he was talking to her. So that's the first thing, right? So then he counteracts, for everybody that's watching the clip, he counteracts, was like, well, I feel like your tone is disrespectful. Even though you didn't say or do anything, he's basically using her logic against her, which doesn't make any sense. But when he says it, it doesn't make any sense. All it does is frustrate her a little bit more, right? So the main thing that stuck out to me was at the end, when she said, I bet you wouldn't be talking like this in front of my husband. That's the thing that stood out to me, was when she said, I bet that you wouldn't talk to me this way in front of my husband. And you know what Andrew said? Andrew said, I would talk to you the same way in front of your husband and he wouldn't do shit. So the reason that Andrew said that and broke that down that particular way is because a lot of men lose respect for the man who decides to make the whore his wife. I can't put it more simple than that. Men will naturally lose respect. I don't care if you're tall. I don't care if you got muscles. I don't care if you're an entrepreneur. I don't care if you're a real estate investor. I don't care if you making money. Men lose respect for other men if they have decided to marry a whore. Men have lost respect for Kanye West because he decided to make Kim K his fucking wife. So you know what Andrew says? If the guy was here, I would talk to you the same way. And he wouldn't do shit. And the reason why your man has lost respect from other men, whether you care or not, you know, women don't give a fuck. He lost respect from other men because he chose you as his main bitch. And you're an attractive girl. You got a unique face, but you're an attractive girl. You seem like you stay in shape. You know what I mean? From the pictures, you look good. You're an XP star. You're very attractive. But men lose respect for men who choose to make ex-whores or whores their wife. We can Google your name. Eva Lovia. We can Google it right now. And see you getting dog-dicked. Dick down by all types of porn stars and getting your pussy ate by girls. You fucking girls and guys on camera. It doesn't go away, honey. When your man enters a room or an event, other men look at him like, what made him do that? What made him marry that whore? Him choosing you as his wife. Other men have naturally lowered their respect for that man. And just to prove to you that I'm telling the truth, I'm going to look up the definition for respect. Because I remember I was on the internet talking to somebody about respect. And this guy was, I told him that respect is earned. This idiot was like, respect is not earned. Everybody deserves your respect. I'm like, no, you idiot. Respect is earned. Respect is admiration. He's like, no, admiration is not respect. I said, dumb. Go look up respect and then come back to me. Look up the real definition of respect. Respect is something that is earned. Not everybody reserve. I said you can be polite to everybody. Like, let's say you see somebody and you're polite to them. That doesn't mean that you respect them. Let's say that your next door neighbor was an ex-pedophile, right? And he says good morning, you say good morning back. That doesn't mean you respect him as a man or a person or whatever. You don't respect that person. Because I want to give you the definition of what respect means. Respect is a feeling of admiration or high self-regard for someone or something. How can I admire or have high regard for someone or something that makes poor decisions? Ma'am, the reason nobody respects your husband is because he made a poor decision marrying you. He gave an XP star his last name. A lot of people lost respect for Kanye West for marrying Kim K. There was another dude that was on Myron's show. he was whining about being disrespected because he married some XP star, Sky Bree, or whatever her name was. As a man, if you choose to make your main chick, who was an old whore, who was online popping piss, this is for all you guys out here thinking about marrying a OnlyFans or a porn star. You're gonna lose respect for other men, from other men. We're gonna look at you as a sucker. So that was the straw that broke the camel's back. That's when she had to leave, right? When she said, if my man was here, you want to talk to me like that? He said, I will talk to you with the same tone, and he wouldn't do shit. Your man doesn't get any respect for wifing a whore, bro. Like, I hate to say it, honey. That's the world we live in. And it's been like that way since the beginning of time. So the girl you decided to wife was passed around the village. Now that's your wife? How you gonna walk in a business room commanding respect and everybody like, hey man, you know his wife was a hoe, right? Hey, you know that's the dude dating, you know his wife used to be the porn. Let me show you. Your husband leave the room and they showing pictures of you getting bent over. Damn, that's not her husband. Yeah, she was in that industry before she married him. And because you chose that profession, a lot of people lack respect for you as well, including other women. Some women admire porn stars, ex-porn stars and stuff like that. Some of them respect porn stars, but a lot of other women don't respect whores. That's why when a woman gets mad at another woman, the first thing they call that other woman is a fucking whore. You hoe. You whore. That's like one of the biggest insults that a girl can call another girl. So you come on this podcast and the girl wasn't making no points for real. Like, you want to jump into this debate space with these guys that really debate for real. And they have real points. They have logical points. They know how to prove their points logically. They have research to back their points. And you come in here talking nonsense. And a lot of her points were basically set up. The way she would answer questions about why she felt a certain way when she was wrong. She said, well, I asked my guy friend and he wouldn't lie to me, so I just took his word for it. Bitch, that's not research, dumbass. That's not research. That's not fucking research. My guy friend. What are you doing having guy friends? Your husband took the risk to marry you, knowing your past, which every man would say is he's a fucking idiot. But knowing your past, he took the risk to marry you. And after he married you, you still choose to have guy friends? So that's another spit in the face. And then you still have provocative pictures up, and with you in a G-string, she might take those down. If this video get any traction, it probably won't, but who cares? You still have pictures up with you in a thong, with your ass showing on Instagram? So that's another form of disrespect. So this guy gave you his last name. You still have guy friends, and you still are around here running around with pictures in the thong. So on top of the world showing him lack of respect, his own wife that he gave his last name to is showing him lack of respect. And then now you're jumping on podcasts, and now you're just making it even, now you're going viral for nonsense, talking stupid, really. You're going viral for talking stupid. Now you're making it more known, bringing more attention to your situation. And while all of this is going down, your man is looked at as lesser and lesser and lesser of a man just because of who he chose to be his lifelong partner. Who he chose to put a ring on, who he chose to give his last name to. I had this predicament in college. I had this exact predicament in college. I had two girls that I could have made my main chick. The one that was a little bit more promiscuous, I was in love with. She was gorgeous. She was hotter than Eva Lovia. She was more attractive, better body, everything. Gorgeous. But she hooked up with a guy on my football team. See, me, I don't really have a lot of leeway for this bullshit. You feel me? I've never really was scared. I never had a scarcity mindset with women. But me and this girl clicked. We clicked on a lot of areas. We hung out all the time. You know what I mean? We hooked up. We did a lot of shit. We clicked a lot. And even my mom would tell you, everybody would tell you, I was going through a predicament where I was trying to choose one of the two to make the main chick. And the one that was more promiscuous, even though she checked more of my boxes of the girl that I wanted to be my main chick, I decided not to take her serious long term because she wasn't going to be a good wife to me long term because of her tendencies and her decision making ability. So the girl that I ended up with, still a very cute girl, only literally, she said she'd been with one guy, but I damn near popped the cherry. I couldn't even get it in her the first night we hooked up. You feel me? She bled like 10 times the first 10 to 15 times we hook up. You feel me? So I don't know if she was just trying to say she slept with a guy just to say she wasn't a virgin, but at the end of the day, there was no history on her whatsoever. There was nothing on her. Nobody knew nothing. Nobody from the football team, nobody from the hockey team, nobody basketball team, nobody outside of school, nothing. The girl had a clean slate. The girl was not hooking up with nobody. That is the one I chose to make the main. And guess what? The one that's the main, she ain't loud, she ain't outspoken, she ain't trying to seek attention, she not on Instagram like that, she ain't taking provocative pictures, she doesn't believe in having guy friends, she has 0 guy friends, she doesn't want any. Her whole world revolves around me because that's how she wants it. I didn't change her. You gotta understand, I didn't start dating her and was like, I want you to change to be the girl that I want you to be. That's how she came. Luckily for me, I had a bunch of options to choose from. I whittled it down to those 2, but that was the main choice between those last 2. Was, okay, this girl comes like this. I don't want to change a hoe. It's so many guys that's out there talking about some put boundaries on a bitch, change her, make her follow in you. Fuck that. I'm not trying to change a bitch. And I know, and I get it. I get it. It's fun. I mean, I had good sex with the girl that was a little bit more promiscuous. Great sex, beautiful girl. I mean, we look like a great couple. Great around my arm, gorgeous girl. You feel me? But that is not the one that you get in a long-term relationship with. As a man, all that does is damage anything that you have, your reputation, your future, everything. You know what I mean? Dudes that decide to take a horse seriously have to face the consequences. So unfortunately, Candace or Ava, Lovia, whatever your P-star name was, you did this to your husband. You did this to yourself. The choices that you've made in your past put you in this predicament today. And I believe you said you have kids too. This doesn't go nowhere. Your kids are gonna have to hear this. You feel me? Nobody even knows your husband. He might be a solid, upstanding guy. I seen pictures. He looked like a solid dude. But men lose respect for other men that have poor decision-making abilities. And whether you believe it or not, it's going to affect everything in that guy's career. It's going to affect his money. It's going to affect partnerships. It's going to affect deals that he could possibly get. Dudes, if your wife is an XP star and you married her, other men have a tough time trusting your decision-making ability. Facts. It just is what it is, bro. You feel me? And a lot of women, they've been coddled. People been lying to them. You feel me? Every dude on the planet. When dudes talk to dudes, it's completely different when they talking to women. So women been lied to, coddled. You know what I mean? Sold this dream by media, persuaded by media to act a certain way, to perform a certain way, to behave a certain way. They've been making decisions that they thought wasn't gonna affect their future, but it does. It does. And you sit here, you want to rage quit because you thought that you talking about your husband was the ultimate trump card. Bro, this dude doesn't give a fuck about your husband, bro. He doesn't even have to know your husband. He can't even believe that you would even say that, because he, like any dude that decides to wife a whore, can't be that. He can't be that guy. He just can't be. Any dude with options wouldn't choose the ex-whore to be his wife. No matter how beautiful you are. Girl, I'm not the type to lie. You're a fucking, you got a unique face, but you're a beautiful fucking girl. Obviously, if you in the industry, you're fucking gorgeous. But Ain't no dude with no real options gonna choose the gorgeous XP star over a normal fucking girl that's not been in the industry. And especially not to give his last name to. And the guys that do make that decision, men lose respect for those men. Whether it's Kanye West, people lost respect for Scottie Pippen when they found out that Future slept with his wife. You feel me? Every time a man decides to put a ring on a whore, the man is criticized for his bad decision making abilities, because he chose a woman with poor decision making abilities. And then another thing too is, when you talk about this man, you talk about this man as if he's on your schedule. Another thing that dudes are gonna disrespect and be like, bro, this nigga must really not be like that, bro. We not saying that he not a solid catch for you being an XP star, but a lot of dudes is gonna be like, bro, something is wrong with this guy for real. Like, you might look at him as a superhero, but he ain't a superhero if he chose you. That means he lacked options. Something was going on. If he chose you, something was going on in this guy's life, where he thought that you was the best decision to give his last name to, knowing your past. And a lot of women can't fathom this because nobody tells women the fucking truth. That's really what it comes down to. A lot of women cannot fathom what I'm saying right now because nobody tells women the truth. So I really want to play that clip for all you girls out there that's thinking about becoming a whore, and for all you guys that's thinking about marrying a whore or taking a hoe serious. A hoe is a rotation chick at the most. Because the girl, every interview that I've seen, she talks sweet. She has a sweet, kind, cunning voice. She'll make a nigga, but she in the industry, she been around men her whole life, and she got guy friends. She'll make a guy feel special. She got a very sweet, subtle fucking voice. Make a guy dick hard, right? But that's what she know how to do. Make a guy dick hard. That's her profession. She's a professional at that. That doesn't mean she's a great choice for any type of long-term partnership in the main bitch category or anything higher. No self-respecting man would wife her. You're not going to look at some guy like Trump wifing an XP star. He'll sleep with him, but he's not going to do that. You're not going to look at a guy like Andrew Tate, for example. The whole world would lose respect for Andrew Tate if his main chick, if he was married with a chick that used to be a P-star or used to be OnlyFans whore or some shit like that. Men lose respect for other men that can't make great choices, because a lot of men would think, well, damn, you really didn't have those options like that for real. Men know the truth. See, women, you know, she's like, oh, I got a loving husband and I adore him and da-da-da. But men know he must have been low-key really a sucker if he chose to take you serious for real. He must have didn't have no options. He must have been on some scarcity shit. He must have been on some real sucker shit to take you serious for real. Something must be going on with this guy that other men just can't respect. Even if you got to know him and he was a cool dude, you'd be like, bruh, you married her though, for real? Like, for real? Like, you gave her your last name in a ring, nigga? And you, bro, you mean to tell me that, like, people can look up your kid's mother online right now? So when your kids get older, other kids can look her up online and be like, this your mom? Dang, bro, she taking that dick, bro. She taking it, bro. That's not your dad, though. That's not your dad. Damn, this black dude pounding her, bro. Damn, she giving head under the shit. She giving head in broad daylight, bro. 4K, nigga. You know what I mean? So that's why she was hot, bro. When Andrew said, I would say this right in front of him and he wouldn't do shit. The lack of respect that he has for that man. And I read the definition of respect, so you know what respect really means. But the lack of respect that he has for her and that man based off of her decisions and his decision to wife her. And the majority of men feel the same fucking way Andrew does. How can I respect a guy who makes poor fucking decisions? He gave his last name and kids to a fucking whore. How can I respect that guy? So you know when you come to my channel, I'm gonna keep it 100. You feel me? So the message stays the same, bro. This is why you should care less about these hoes. And at the end of the day, she sounds sweet. She sounds cunning. She seems like such a great person. But at the end of the day, she made these decisions that she knew was gonna change her life forever. And now on top of that, she's doubling down. She still has provocative pictures. She still has guy friends. And she's still out here jumping on podcasts, spreading the message, going viral. And all she's doing is making her family and her husband look worse and worse the more she exposes herself. But she doesn't give a fuck because she's selfish and narcissistic. She doesn't give a fuck. And with that being said, I'm out. Peace.